What's up, guys? It's Jordan Troxel here at Factory HRC Honda, and I work for the number 94 at Ken Roczen. Yeah, working with Kenny. Last year we did Supercross, and then he sat out outdoors. So Supercross again this season. So this is actually my first outdoor season with him. But fortunately, we got a good year and a half under our belt, and learning him and his quirks and what he wants out of the motorcycle, and how we jive and gel on the starting line and during the race and things like that. And so really fortunate to get that time with him, and I think it's really going to make it a little bit easier on us this summer. Outdoors is definitely, in my opinion, the tougher of the series. It's just grittier, it's longer, it's hotter, it's harder. So I just think that'll definitely help us get along well together this summer. Yeah, point of contacts for Ken this summer for outdoors, pretty much same as Supercross. We're on the Renthal 996 handlebar. We have Renthal has these kind of custom super soft grips for us, and Chase runs them as well. I think all the guys actually run them now. Same works foot pegs that we run, and shifters and everything. So as far as cockpit, nothing's really changed for Ken from Supercross to outdoors. Yes, he's on stock peg height, stock peg offset and everything. Well, Showa has been our suspension, front and rear for the last several years. So, and this being 21 is the new model, so we didn't really have, an outdoor base to go off of from last year. So it was luckily we had a couple extra weeks between Supercross and the start of outdoors this year. So it kind of gave us a little bit more time to try to develop that base setting, because we kind of had to start from scratch. Ken and Chase, very fortunate to have Trey Kennard kind of put together somewhat of a base package for them while they were finishing the Supercross series. But then each rider, they kind of go opposite directions from there, and then we tailor to each one. And so that's kind of been the challenge that myself and the team has been up against the last several weeks, is just trying to get the balance to match what Kenny likes. He's really particular in the way that he wants the balance and the hold up in certain areas, but then he wants it to move in a certain character that's pretty different than Chase or maybe some of your other typical guys. So that really makes us sit down and have to figure that stuff out. I would say you look at Kenny's bikes from the previous model year, and I think 19 was the last year he did outdoors. It might be more of a stink bug bike. He likes the rear to be tall and under him, so especially in corners. So bike gets busy and he comes in, and he wants that rear to be right there under his butt so that he can just sit there and just carve right in. And that's a challenge for us because we need the bike to hold up and be right there for him. But it's also got to be able to move, and it can't be too stiff. So that presents a challenge for us. And just to couple that with the front end, we want to get full stroke out of the front, but he also, when I say stink bug, we don't necessarily want it to dive all the time. It still needs to be there and hold up for him. So definitely have our work cut out for us. Power-wise, man, he's so simple and easy. He doesn't really complain about the motor. We actually detuned it a little bit from Supercross, as far as these guys got to twist these things for 35 minutes and can be kind of taxing. So, I think the more mellow it can be, the harder they can twist it, the longer they can hold on to it. So we actually took a little bit out for outdoors. They don't need as much bottom out of the corners and things like that. So we'll see where we're at, and possibly even take even more out as we head into the more of the series. Yeah, we have a couple works coatings and stuff like that, like the magnesium primary cover and stuff like that has a pretty fancy coating on it that's pretty durable. Our ignition cover is acodized, and so is our Henson clutch cover and things like that. So yes, they look cool, but a lot more of it is just for durability, and when they get beat up, it doesn't look as terrible, so we can get more time out of them. No, I'm very fortunate. If you guys have watched Kenny ride, he tends to ride a gear taller. He's really light on the bike and nimble and likes to jump stuff. So he doesn't really pound the chassis too hard, which is good for me. Generally easy on clutches. And he moves his feet and scuffs up my graphics, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, for sure, heat's always an issue. So we, with tanks and trying to keep fuel cool and the motor cool and everything like that. But at this point, we have no fan on the motorcycle. But not to say that will not change. As far as proud, I mean, yeah, we proud of the whole thing, but come outdoors, like Supercross is a little bit more about show and looks and things like that, and outdoors the focus just goes more to just building something that's bulletproof that can get through 2 hours of abuse on Saturday with as little maintenance as possible. So as far as what I'm proud of is generally stuff you can't see. I like to try to spend my time underneath the tank, and we have a lot of wires and a lot of things going under there, and to me that's my main focus on build days and things like that is things that you can't see or things that you can't get to really on race day. As far as I like it to sheen and I like it to look good on the outside, but I try to put my focus in on some other areas.